Hey guys, welcome back to our This Is Us episode review. Our thoughts on tonight's episode of This Is Us, titled Still There.
Stop! Sorry.
It's okay. So our thoughts on tonight's episode, I thought this was actually a pretty good episode.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I think the second best of the season after the season premiere.
Yeah, that's it. Not that the last two episodes have been
They
bad.
were great.
They're more
I've never seen a bad episode of This Is Us.
Yeah, but the only problems we have, I feel like the only episode we ever, not disliked, but the least probably was the finale, but that was because of the way they marketed it.
That was because we felt misled.
Yeah.
Looking back, I like it now.
Yeah, me too.
But that's because it's not being advertised as anymore.
Here's Jack's death.
It's a solid episode.
Yeah.
But
this episode I thought was really nice. I like going back to the time when the kids were kids.
Yeah, me too.
And we're finally kind of dealing with, Rebecca's mom and, confronting her racism.
Can I just say that I guessed 3 major plot lines in this episode? Straight out, that she was going to confront her mom, that Kevin was going to get addicted to painkillers, and you doubted me towards the end.
I know. Well, because the episode teased as if he was going to, start, in this episode with the
said last week, the second they showed him taking pills, I'm like, they're going to show, because they kept showing flashbacks of his dad, they're like, they're going to make him have an addiction problem.
Yeah.
And then, the second they showed Kate at the doctor, I was like, she's pregnant. That's why she's eating healthy. She's pregnant. She's eating...
Which now explains...
why she was so obsessive with it. Which is good, because there was one point in the episode where I said, oh no, they're going to have her have an eating disorder. Mm-hmm. Because at one point in the episode, too, Kate says, and I'm sure you'll give her a food complex, or something like that. And I was like, oh, maybe they're referencing it.
That's how
but she's pregnant, which is exciting, but 2 things I said right when it happened was, 1, does this mean that we're stuck with Toby? Toby. I really like the actor. I think he's great. I just don't like them together. If he was on the show, outside of their relationship, I would have no problem with it. I just don't like them together.
Because I feel in this episode, I feel like there was already,
there's
tension.
There's a lot of tension between them all the time. I've never seen an episode go by where they were just happy. Mm-hmm. Not one. And then, my other fear was that they were going to have her miscarriage only because it's This Is Us, and it just seems too good
to be true. Yeah.
Only because... And the thing that stresses me out is just because I know they always go there, I feel like they're going to turn it into... She's going to feel really bad and think that it's her fault. And not because it's This Is Us, but because it's a drama.
Yeah.
That's what I think they're going to do. I really hope not, because I think it'd be nice to see someone have a baby on the show. Because outside of, them being born, the triplets...
Mm-hmm. I mean, and Randall's kids to an extent, but there's no
babies. We
didn't
see them born. That's what I'm saying. We didn't see anyone raise a baby from... full on, who hadn't had kids yet, one baby. For their relationship, might not be the best, but Toby seems excited in the promo. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's either going to tear them apart or bring them together.
I hope it's the latter, because I don't mind them together as much. I do agree with you that there's a lot of...
If they were happy, I wouldn't mind them together.
But there's always there's lot of tension. There's a lot of tension between the two of them, a lot, especially in this episode. I was a little worried that, because one of the things I said was that I don't see them lasting.
Yeah.
But then with this, and seeing the promo, I'm now having a little more faith in their relationship.
Yeah, but babies usually tear apart couples that already aren't doing it.
No, yeah, I understand that, but, cause I like Toby. I mean, I'm always back and forth with Toby, because there's episodes where, the premiere, where he was so bothered by, Kevin sticking around for the birthday dinner, but it was also his birthday.
Yeah.
But then that was an issue from the premiere. But this episode, he was kind of the voice of reason.
That was a weird noise. Sorry.
He was kind of the voice of reason in the beginning, where especially with Kevin dealing with his finally dealing with his knee problem, and the movie kind of halting
that
production.
That frustrated me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm a surgical tech. Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to do that. I just don't understand,
the mentality of,
how they could even make that a thought process. That it's
dealing with the pain.
I need it to heal really quickly. Let me stand on a freshly operated on knee. No. Mm-hmm. I think that's common sense.
Yeah, but also, another thing that was kind of a bit of a criticism was the idea of, Jack and him being sick and then going out and shoveling the snow. But I think that was deliberate, because that's
you made a good point, because I hadn't thought about that.
That was deliberate, because that's how why Kevin is the way he is.
He has that mentality.
Yeah, because that's how Jack was, and even though he doesn't necessarily deal with a lot of his feelings about his dad, that was something that he took from him.
And Kevin comes out and joins them when they're both sick.
Yeah, because he's trying to...
We were talking about the wonderful lessons it taught in the last 5 minutes. It's like, go out when you have an 100-degree fever, shovel the snow, and kick out your grandma. I mean, I think they should have kicked her out, but still.
Oh, yeah, for very clear reasons. And I also liked the scene where, he's watching his old high school football video that Jack took. And Jack seemed like so proud. Okay, but also, that was supposed to be in the 90s, right? No 90s camera that you can buy at a freaking Best Buy is going to be so HD. Okay, because I
look so furious right now.
No, it's just a technical thing because it's okay, I get it that they want to have a moment be special, but come on, that's way too. I understand it's an HD TV or whatever, but my mom had a video camera most of our childhood. None of those videos looked as good, and that was early 2000s, late 90s.
Do you have that nice of a TV?
Yes, but it's not gonna look. It's gonna be super pixelated.
I don't remember our TV being that nice.
What?
Our TV is not that HD.
I think it is.
That TV's from Walmart.
Okay, but you're not. But
I'm sorry, it's not.
No, it's just the technical aspect of it kind of bugged me because it's okay, come on, guys, you guys could do a little better than that. Just to make it feel a little more realistic. But I mean, I like the moment.
That's the only criticism we have for the episode. They're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, I know. But that's just someone I tend to notice those things right away. It's just, and it's not an issue on the show. It's just it's just a technical little issue. But again, if that's one of the very, very, very few problems I had with the episode, then again the show is doing a pretty good job. And like Amy said earlier, there hasn't been a single episode that we disliked at all. Again, the only sort of issue we had was when they mismarketed the finale as being something that it wasn't. Because if they didn't market it the way that they did, and they marketed it properly, saying, "Oh, this is what you're going to be expecting." Yeah. I think a lot of us would have been more forgiving of the finale, not showing Jack's death, because they wouldn't have been showing it and all these promos here's the all thing. It seemed like there's a penultimate episode of the show and you're gonna find out how Jack died. It's come on, but I also think since then the marketing team has done even though it's this early in the season, so they aren't gonna do anything big in their opening episodes. I feel the marketing is better this time around because they're not. Except for the one thing about them teasing the pills thing, I felt that was an episode too soon of them to tease.
Well, they're starting the storyline.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Still happening.
Yeah, I know, but I would have.
He still took a pill in this episode.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know, up until I saw the promo for next week, I wouldn't have thought that.
I did.
I don't know, but that's just me. But overall, again, I really, really enjoyed this episode. I loved all the interactions between Randall and Beth.
Well, that's one thing I said was I think currently Beth is my favorite character.
Yeah, I think she's definitely up there for me right now.
Rebecca's also come a huge way.
Oh my god, I know.
I haven't had anything negative to say about the character all season, which makes me happy because I really like Mandy Moore and I wanted to love that character.
But the season finale was where we were a little worried about where they were taking Rebecca.
Yeah.
And the way that she kind of let Jack walk out of the finale and everything leading everything in that episode about Rebecca, which
they had to do for our drama. I mean, it is the season finale. I like how in the premiere she went and got it. Yeah,
and even when he closed the door on her, she didn't leave.
So yeah, for a summer, didn't really like Rebecca. Now I like her.
Yeah, I'm glad they're taking Rebecca in the direction that they are, even though the Rebecca we saw in this episode was still past Rebecca. Not the Rebecca that they're primarily focusing on this season. I do like seeing that and her standing
They're
up.
They're showing more of her shining moments.
Yeah.
And making her the villain all the time.
Yeah, because I think that was a part of the problem.
She was always bad cop. Yeah. In the last season.
Mm-hmm. And I think especially now that they're teasing Jack's death more and more, they're trying to prop her up more, which I think is fair because in the present day, she's the only.
She's it.
Yeah,
she's Miguel.
Yeah. Again, I don't have very many issues with Miguel, but. I
do.
I know you do. But I do like how they're taking Rebecca this season and where it seems like they're steering her character in a direction that's making us as an audience like her more. Not that we ever hated her, but just the way that they wrote her towards the end of last season was just it was just frustrating because they were making her just stubborn and selfish.
What if, hypothetically, knock on wood, you were not around and I married Nathaniel?
He's my best friend, by the way.
He's also gay.
Yeah, which also probably wouldn't happen.
If he was straight, would that not bother you?
And if I was dead?
Yeah.
I mean...
I would haunt you for the rest of your life if you did something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not...
You can marry anybody else.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Exactly.
But I'm not saying Miguel was like a bad dude.
That was his best friend's wife.
I know it's a tricky situation. I'm just saying I don't hate the guy.
You can be there for the family without marrying the girl.
Yeah, that's true. I still think that if they want us to care more about Miguel, they need to flesh him out more as a character.
I hope not.
I really don't like Miguel.
Most of America doesn't. I think the actor's great. I like him in the past. Before he's with, I like him as Jack's friend. Mm-hmm. Don't like him as Rebecca's husband. I feel bad when Kevin makes jokes at him, but still.
Like, he's just kind of there, but, yeah, but again, I feel like for you, it's just like, him and Toby are the only things you don't care for in the show.
And they have potential.
Well, this doesn't seem like Miguel has potential.
I said I like Miguel in the past.
And on the present day?
Yeah, that's not going to change. Mark my words.
We'll see about that. So I think with that being said, that's probably gonna be it from us. Again, I really enjoyed this episode.
Me too.
I liked the confrontation between Rebecca and her mom and Randall walking in. One thing I gotta say too is like when you brought it earlier, when like the doctor was trying to say like, oh, you need to expose your kids to the chicken pox and blah blah blah. Just like that whole mentality just feels weird to me because like we
I know, but that was a thing. My parents considered taking us to that. And point being.
Mm-hmm. It was weird seeing that, cause like for people who like we both work in healthcare, that's just like to see like a doctor, even though it's obviously that was a thing back in the day.
Like now that you have another option, I can't imagine taking my kid to be like, here, get the chicken pox. I know was a thing because my parents had talked about taking us. They had chicken pox parties in the 90s,
mm-hmm.
like.
Which hard to believe even that
wasn't that long ago.
I know.
And I think it might still be a thing. I don't know. I mean, because the vaccines were out when we were kids. I had one. You do. Most kids have it.
Unless you're...
I think before you go to elementary
Jenny
school.
McCarthy's kids.
Yeah. We're getting political right now.
I know. So I think to officially wrap our thoughts up, without getting more political...
Not that Jenny McCarthy's political, but, you know...
Get back in. That's going to be it from us. If you guys like what you see here, go ahead and hit subscribe below. You can check out our past reviews of the show. Going back to last season, we didn't review all of last season because we started watching it like halfway through the show.
But we did watch all of them.
Yeah, we did watch them all. So you check out the last 4 episode reviews from first season as well as and catch up with this season. And definitely check out for next week's episode review. That's same time next week. It probably was when that's going to be up. If you guys are interested in any of the superhero stuff I have on my channel, you guys can check all of those out. If you want to see more of Amy, she's on more of my Supergirl and Flash videos, as well as my Justice League trailer review. And stop. And yeah, so I think that's going to be it. So until next time, guys, have a good one.